Hi, Adrian Manyathelo here. So today, earlier on, I was actually driving downtown, and we went past this guy, a businessman that really interests me. This guy, I remember many years ago, he said to me that, but then he was owning a very tiny takeaway, right? He said to me, that I want to expand this thing. I'm just going to believe that I'll be able to buy these houses next to my restaurant, right? And bit by bit, I'll buy them until I own the whole thing, right? So he kept on fighting with us that idea. I mean, just literally begging the council and everything, doing everything that he could so that he can acquire that land, right? What then happened was that he began to buy those flats like bit by bit. And today, as we're passing by, his restaurant is his takeaway is quite huge, right? He's expanded into the area, and he's still expanding more because there's still more uh, there's still more flats to conquer, if you like. There's still more space to take over, which is exciting, right? Now it draws me to the topic that I want us to talk about today, and which is how to create an asset without capital, right? Uh, a lot of people, right? They think that you can only create an asset with capital. In other words, if you have money, that's when you can create a capital. And but that's not true, right? Now, in his book, Robert Kiyosaki talks about the 90-10 rule. Let me write that for you so to see how it looks like. The 90-10 rule, or 90-10 principle, or 90-10 riddle, actually. Let's the 90-10 riddle. Now, the 90-10 riddle is a riddle of looks like this. Let me show you how it looks like. It looks like that. That's an income statement, right? And let's try and go down a bit. Show you some. Can I go down? Can I go down? Yeah, you can go down. Let's go down again. Let's try to click inside here and try and go down. Okay, what I'll do is I'll just lift this thing up and show you what I want you to see. Right, that's a balance sheet, right? Income statement and a balance sheet. Let me show you the other side of the balance. It looks like that. Okay, that's the whole thing there. I hope it shows on the side there. It's basically assets and liabilities, right? Let me just do this so that in case you don't see that liability thing there. Okay, now Robert Kiyosaki says that his rich dad, would always give him this as a riddle, and he would tell him that he should him and his dad's real son, because this dad was his rich dad, right? Which means he's a guy who just happened to help him in his entrepreneurial growth, if you like, right? He would just tell him that they have to fill up this all the time, right? Because why? Because wealthy people do not work for money, but they let money work for them, right? And wealthy people do not they don't buy assets, they create assets, okay? So if you want to be wealthy, you need to learn how to create assets. Like that guy, the example of that guy I was talking to you about, he literally created an asset. So how do you create an asset? You create an asset through ideas, what comes to your mind, right? Because really your mind is the greatest asset that you have, or your brains is the greatest asset that you have. So with that, you can be able to create out of nothing, right? But again, you got to train yourself to have an eye to see assets, okay? And let me just read you a few of the assets here that you may have, right? And it doesn't have to be anything. You don't have to be a special person, right? It could be things like, there are many ways you can create assets inside the asset column. That means inside there, okay? Without buying them. Investors do it by, no, inventors do it by inventing something of great value. Artists paint paintings that are priceless. Authors write books that paid them royalties for years. Creating a business is the way an entrepreneur does it, but you don't have to do that, okay? You don't have to have a business to do that. So it could be basically anything, right? But what you need to do yourself as a person who's interested into building assets, right? Because when you build assets, you move from the is it 10% of the world, right? 10% of the rich people control the world's 90% of the world's economy, right? Whereas 90% of the world, right, is controlled by the 10. If you see what I'm saying, right? 10% of the world owns the world's worth, right? So if you want to go to the 10%, what you need to do just basically it's as simple as ABC. You just have to learn how to create assets, right? How to come out with assets. You just have to literally think of something that can make you money without you putting a penny in it, okay? Right? If you can think that way, then you'd have mastered the art of getting wealth, right? Now, for example, the world the age that we are living in is called the information age. I like one person told me the other day that it's actually the knowledge age, right? It's an age where information is more important than anything else. Actually, we reach each other much faster than we could do in the previous times, right? You can literally phone someone for free now because of the things that we have. You can literally just touch the whole world, right? Within a second, right? So in the information world, what's happening now? You find people like that have gone into online marketing, right? The reason why those people are making it so quick and so faster than they used to do in the industrial age is because of information, right? And they make it because they realize they found an asset in certain things that people didn't see as an asset, right? Because some people find, for example, water can be your asset, right? To somebody who thinks how they can sell the water, right? And in most of the people in the online world, their assets are human beings. So here's what I'm going to challenge you to do, right? As a start, it's not the only thing, it's just as a start. From now onwards, just start creating an unbelievable amount of audience around you. Despite the fact that you don't have a business, you don't have anything, just create a lot of audience. Go into Facebook, make as many friends as you can, right? And then just serve them. How do you serve them? Just give them whatever they want. If they like jokes, put jokes in there. If they like some kind of videos, give them those videos, right? If they like anything they like, just give them, okay? Give them. And in the meantime, keep on thinking of ways in which you could reach out to them and see if they can help you do something. Because think about it this way, right? Have you ever seen somebody who's got a lot of following that is very poor? If you think about this, nobody out there who's got a lot of following who's very poor. Why? Because you see, even if they didn't demand any money from them, right? They didn't sell anything to them, right? On the day of their birthday, they can easily say, "Today is my birthday, guys," and every one of them would just decide to give him gifts, and that person will be very rich. That's how kings and chiefs become so rich because of that, because they just, somebody will just, let me thank you for being our chief or for being our king, right? So from today onwards, just create an incredible amount of audience around you, and you'll see what happens. And if you need more tips on how to really make use of the incredible amount of audience that you have, you can just send me a message and I'll be able to help on that. And thank you so much for listening today, and make sure you click on that link below this video. You'll find I'm giving away a free traffic source PDF, and the second thing I'll show you my life plan, and the third thing that I'm doing is it's my community, just for you to see my community. Please make sure you say hi to them. Thank you so much, and bye for now.